Hello everyone, and welcome back to our storytelling corner. Today, I'm bringing you a magical and inspiring tale, one that reminds us of the power of kindness, hope, and the light we carry inside our hearts. The story you're about to hear is called The Lantern That Never Fades. So sit back, relax, and let your imagination shine as we journey into a world where even the smallest light can change the darkest night. In a quiet village surrounded by rolling hills and silver mist, lived a young boy named Elio. He was known for his bright smile, his cheerful spirit, and gentle heart. But deep inside, he often wondered about one thing. What does it truly mean to bring light into someone's life? One cold evening, as he was walking home from delivering bread, Elio noticed a faint glow coming from the edge of the forest. It wasn't the light of a torch, nor the soft shine of moonlight. It flickered like a star trapped in a jar, mysterious yet inviting. Curiosity pulled him closer. Under an ancient tree sat an elderly woman wrapped in a faded cloak. Beside her stood a weathered lantern, glowing brightly despite having no flame. Elio's eyes widened. "Are you all right, ma'am?" The old woman smiled kindly. "Yes, child. Come closer. I want to show you something." She gently lifted the lantern. "This is the lantern of Everlight," she said. "Its light never fades. But remember, this glow does not come from fire. It comes from the heart." Elio blinked in confusion. "From the heart," she nodded. "Yes, when a heart is full of kindness, courage, and hope, this lantern shines. But when the heart is filled with anger or fear, its light begins to disappear." Then, with trembling hands, she placed the lantern into Elio's palms. "It belongs to you now," she whispered. "Use it well." Elio stared at her, astonished. "But why me?" "Because you are one of the few who can carry light even when the world is dark." From that day on, Elio carried the lantern wherever he went. And soon he learned something incredible. Whenever he helped someone, the lantern shone brighter. When he helped the elderly carry pails of water, the lantern glowed softly. When he comforted a crying child, its light grew warmer. When he shared his food with a hungry stranger, the lantern sparkled like the morning sun. The villagers were amazed. "How can that old lantern shine like that?" they asked. But Elio simply smiled, never boasting, never seeking attention. He just helped because his heart told him to. Little by little, the village became happier. Arguments lessened, neighbors drew closer, and people began helping one another more often. It was as if Elio's lantern reminded everyone of the goodness they had forgotten. One fateful night, a violent storm swept through the village. Winds howled, trees cracked, and the sky turned pitch black. People panicked, running for shelter. And for the first time since Elio received it, the lantern's light began to dim. Elio panicked. "No, not now. I need your light." He rushed to help people fix broken fences, rescue animals, and carry supplies, but the lantern stayed weak. He didn't understand, till he heard the faint cry of a child somewhere in the flood. Without hesitation, Elio plunged into the cold water. He found a little girl stranded on a broken cart, trembling and alone. "Don't worry," Elio said, wrapping his arms around her. "I've got you." As he lifted her and carried her to safety, something miraculous happened. The lantern blazed with a golden light brighter than ever before, cutting through the darkness like a beacon. Elio realized the truth. Real light shines brightest when we help someone who has no one else. When we act out of pure kindness, not for praise, not for attention, but simply to care. Years passed, and Elio grew into a wise and compassionate young man. He became a guiding leader in the village, always sharing warmth with those around him. The lantern of Everlight remained by his side, still glowing, still bright, still unbroken. It became a symbol of hope, reminding everyone that every heart carries a lantern, and it shines when we choose kindness. Even long after Elio grew old, stories of his lantern lived on, teaching new generations to be brave, gentle, and full of love. And so, the lantern truly never faded. The moral of this story is a beautiful one. The light we give to others becomes the light that guides our own path. Kindness never runs out. Hope never weakens. And a heart that helps even in silence shines forever. Thank you so much for listening to The Lantern That Never Fades. I hope this story reminded you that every act of kindness, big or small, can brighten someone's world. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little light today. Until our next story, keep shining, keep hoping, and keep spreading kindness. See you soon.